Alright, so if you guys want to get slim, thick, real quick, just like this, then please keep watching my videos. Alright, welcome back to my channel, guys. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing today are squats. And the reason why I do squats always at the beginning of my workout is because it's a type of compound movement, meaning that it works out more than one muscle or joint at the exact same time. So squats usually hit quads, hamstrings, and butt if you do them right. They can also hit more muscles like shoulders and back, but if you're doing them correct, you should mainly feel the burn in your legs and your butt. But not only that, compound movements usually require a ton of energy, so you should always hit them first at the beginning of your workout, because if you start doing a bunch of other things and you leave squats to the end, you're going to be burnt out and you're not going to be able to push as much weight because your body's already burnt out. You wasted a bunch of energy on other things, so you're not going to be able to push as much and you're not going to be able to truly know how much you can actually squat. So I'm starting off with 45s and I'm doing my first set with 8 reps. After I finish my 8 reps, I'm gonna add 10 pounds on each side, making it for a total of 155 pounds. One thing I do want to point out is to always make sure that your form is right. Um, when I first started off, of course, I wasn't pushing this much weight. I can barely even do the bar. But like everyone says, leave your ego at the door. That wasn't me. I always thought that I can push more just because I thought I could do it. But then I look back and I look at my videos and my form was horrible. And I actually posted that online and I'm so embarrassed now because I'm like, why the hell would I even do that? But it kind of like backtracked me because at the end of it, when you have bad form, you're not hitting, the targeted areas that you want to be targeting, meaning your quads, your hamstrings, but most importantly, your butt. So a lot of girls, when they do squats, they think that squatting is, if you do, you don't do ass to grass pretty much, hit your 90-degree angles with your legs. You're not going to be targeting glutes. It's only going to be hitting quads and hamstrings. So you always want to make sure that you're going as low as you can and you're making a 90-degree angle, but also making sure that your knees aren't going past your toes. So when you have great form, you're going to be hitting all three, your glutes, your hamstrings, and most importantly your butt, which is what all girls want. And obviously we want to be targeting and hitting glutes because that's the entire point of this video, is how to grow your glutes. So the next workout that we're going to be doing is hip thrust. Hip thrust is another compound of movement too. So I do it after my squats because it does require a lot of energy. Not as much as squats, but it still requires a good amount of energy. So I hit it first before I get burnt out. So I do 3 sets of 15s with 45 pounds on each side. So the main thing to keep in mind is that you're doing your form right. Everything is all about form, because if you're not doing your form right, you're just going to be only targeting quads and hamstrings. So make sure that you're not overextending. When you push up, you're kind of forming a flat tabletop surface from your knees to your chin. You're tucking in your chin, and also you're putting your weight on your heels. Most importantly, recent research have shown that if you angle your legs out just a little bit at a 15-degree angle, it actually targets more specifically to your glutes than hitting more quads and hamstrings. No matter what, with hip thrust, you will always feel a slight burn in your quads and your hamstrings, but most importantly, it should mainly be focused only on your butt. The main burn should be in your butt. At the end of your set, you should feel your butt literally on fire, like it will hurt. Not only that, but you also have to remember that I am doing very heavy weight and this didn't just come overnight. I've been doing this for like 2 years and I'm barely starting to redo heavy weights again. You can always start off with just the bar with resistance bands. It doesn't have to be super heavy your first time. You should always focus on getting your form right first and then start to do progressive overload. So just doing with the resistance bands or not even anything at all. You can do nothing at all add resistance bands, then go to the Olympic bar, which itself is 45 pounds, and then continue to work your way up. Alright, so the last compound movement that I'm going to be doing is leg press. Leg press targets, of course, different muscles in your legs, and it does hit a little bit of your butt too. Um, but it doesn't matter though, because we are trying to build butt, and also part of building butt is also growing your thighs to match your butt. And on top of that, if you have bigger thighs, it'll give you, give your body an illusion that you are more curvier, that you are wider, which usually comes with having a big butt. It's not just about having your butt stick out, but you also want to be, a little bit wider too. The main thing that I want to point out is that when you push up on leg press, you don't want to lock your legs out, meaning that your knees are going to end up completely flat. You can't tell too much because I'm wearing black leggings, but my knees always end at a little angle and not completely flat, because it can cause you to literally break your knees, and you do not want to do that. So after I do 3 to 4 compound movements, depending on my energy level that day, I move on to targeting isolated muscles. So I will go on and do leg extensions. So leg extensions usually only target quads, but like I said, part of growing your glutes is also growing your thighs. The main thing about leg extensions is your speed. You don't want to go too fast. So here I am doing 75s. I'm going to do 3 sets of 10. But the main thing is that you go up fast, but you come back down slow. So it takes me 1 second to go up and 3 seconds to come back down. So 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 2, 1. Which will actually cause your legs to burn, your quads to burn even more and get more out of your workout. Alright, so then after doing that, I move on to using my resistance bands. Resistance bands are great for targeting certain isolated muscle groups. So here you will be seeing me put on my resistance bands. I am using the heavy one, and I usually like to do 20 reps on each side. So for my first set, I am including each leg, 20 each leg. So not 10 and 10, it's 20 each side. And yes, this is going to burn. It's going to burn a lot by the end of the workout, but this is going to help, really target the specific sides of your butt and also your thighs, but mainly the side of your butt that usually with the compound movements that we just did doesn't actually hit. So it'll hit more the medius and the minimum. So it'll grow your butt on the sides, making it appear as if you have wider hips. But in reality, it's not that. It's just you grew your muscles on the sides. So here you see me doing pretty much the exact same workout that I just did, except this time my feet are close together. They're called the side clam workouts. It'll continue to work out just exactly what I explained right now. So I'm going to continue to go ahead and do a full set, meaning I'm going to do both my legs, 20 each leg to make one set. And I didn't speed up the one side because I wanted you guys to see how long it actually takes, and of course doing the other side is just kind of repetitive, so I went ahead and sped it up for the second leg. Alright, so for my third workout with the resistance bands, I'm going to be doing fire hydrants. So the main thing about fire hydrants is that you just don't really swing your hips. Like, you're not swaying them back and forth. You're only opening your leg up, like as if you're, like you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. It does feel awkward at first. When I first did it, it felt so awkward. And it was kind of hard to do, honestly. I just felt like I wasn't really flexible in that area, and it was weird to lift my leg up in such a position. But the more you do it, the more you get comfortable, the more you're able to do it, and of course continue to add, more weights. And here, obviously, we can't really add weights. We're doing it with the resistance bands, but resistance bands do come in different strengths. So you can start off with, light, then move on to medium, and then to heavy, and then super heavy. As I'm doing right now, I actually have the super heavy resistance bands. And then I finished 20 reps on one side of my legs, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second one. I know I'm kind of out of frame, and I do fix the camera later on, so please forgive me for that. But I will fix it sooner or later. Alright, so our next workout with the resistance bands are the circle fire hydrants. So pretty much like the ones we just did, except with your knee, you are pretending like you're drawing a circle or an O or a zero. Again, you shouldn't be swaying your hips left and right, and at the same time, you should be also feeling it burn in the around the same area on your side of your thighs and your butt. Also, please forgive me. Ever since quarantine, I did gain some weight. I promise I'm not this big. It's just that I've been working out and I gained some weight and nothing fits me. So right now my pants are extra tight. Literally, what I say, none of my leggings fit except two or three. And then at the same time, this is around 10 p.m. I recently ate a 600-calorie meal, and also that's after dinner, so I am a little bloated, and my leggings are way too tight. So then I will go ahead and do the other leg. I sped it up again, kind of repetitive. You guys don't need to be seeing the same thing for that long on each leg. Alright, so the next workout is hip thrust abductors. So I'm sure most of you guys have seen the hip abductor machines at the gym, the ones you open and close. But due to COVID, no gyms are opened, and at the same time, I don't have that workout machine, so we have to, compensate and do our own abductors. So with the resistance band, I'm doing a hip thrust. So I do go up, remembering to squeeze your butt, and then I do a pulse, a 2-second pulse. So I up, squeeze my butt, open 2 times. Up, squeeze my butt, open 2 times. And this will of course hit your side glutes and at the same time hit your gluteus maximus, but at the same time it'll also help get your waist to be smaller, so therefore giving you more of an appearance of an hourglass figure. So if your waist is smaller, then that means that your butt is going to be looking bigger. Alright, so we're getting close to the end of the workout. This is our third workout left, third to last workout left of the video. Now we're going to be doing lying hip abductors. These are easy, they're kind of simple. All you just do is slowly open and close your legs with the resistance band. Also, to point out, you don't have to use a resistance band, or if you can't do super heavy, again, start with nothing or just start with a very light resistance band. I didn't mention it before, but I got mine on Amazon for like, I don't know, $8.99 for a pack of 5. They're very cheap, but they're super worth it when it comes to certain exercises like these where you're lying down or you're just doing more of targeting an isolated muscle group. Alright, so second to last exercise that we're going to be doing, and then we're done with this workout. I know it's burning me, but we're going to be doing lying down leg extensions. It's also simple, but it will burn. Always do mind to body connection. Always just think about the body part that you want to be burning. So when I open and close my legs, I always make sure that I feel it right where my hand is at, right on the side of my glutes and my hips. So I'm just going to do 20 reps on each side, open and close, 20 on one side, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn over and do my last 20 reps on the other leg. Remember how I said I was feeling it? Trust me, I'm really feeling it, and I've been doing this for a while, but like the phrase goes, no pain, no gain. So literally just push forward. This is our last exercise that we're going to be doing, but this one is like literally always works for me. They're going to be donkey kicks. So donkey kicks, I love donkey kicks because what it actually does is it actually lifts your butt and make it look super bubbly and super perky. So it's kind of like literally giving your butt a butt lift. So again, don't swing your hips, only focus on just having the burn feel on your upper glutes and your lower back. So again, I'm going to do 20 on one side, 20 reps on one side, and then I'm going to switch over and do my last 20 on my right side. Also, make sure that if in between, especially if you're starters and you're beginners, you can take 15, 30, 45-second breaks. Please don't feel like you have to go straight and do this because I've edited some of the breaks that I took out. And yes, I take breaks. I need them. You need them. You need literally sometimes a 15-second break. Don't be afraid to take breaks and then just go right back into it when you're feeling recharged again. Take a breather and just go right back into it. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and share my video. I hope you guys liked my tips and tricks. I'm going to continue to do more workout for you guys, go in depth in other workouts. Let me know what you guys want me to do a video on. I have a video coming up about what I eat in a day and how to track your calories and know how much calories you should be eating. So thank you again so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys.